And welcome back to my channel, and welcome to my channel if you're new here. I'm Jahan, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the luxury market in this current climate. So if you like this type of thing, don't forget to subscribe and do give this video a like because it really helps my channel. So the luxury market is hyper-inflated at the moment, and it's for lots of different reasons. I think there's obviously the COVID effect, which is going to be with us for quite some time, and we're seeing that not just only in the luxury market, but in our gas and petrol prices, in heating our homes, and in our food prices, in the price of materials in general. But it's astronomical in the luxury market. A jumbo Chanel handbag is now over £10,000. That is crazy. A few years ago it was around £4,000, and so it jumped up in a matter of 3-4 years to this massive Hermes price of £10,000. It wouldn't be something that I would be buying anytime soon, and I think Chanel is taking a bit of a back burner on my wish list of items at the moment. What to do about this luxury market? If money is no object and you can go and shop, you will probably shop in Chanel as always. But if you are more discerning and if you need to think about your purchases a bit more, the luxury market might be putting you off at the moment. So it's time to maybe reflect and look at different ways of shopping, using different coupon codes, and maybe changing your expectations on what you thought you might get versus other brands. And there are so many other brands out there that sell great leather goods, and I've said this many times before, at much lower price points than the Louis Vuittons and the Hermes. So Louis Vuitton also has had a massive price rise recently. The Pochette Métis that I mentioned a couple of weeks ago, sorry, is now almost £2,000, and I think I got that for 1,700 2.5 years ago. So that has gone up quite significantly in a short space of time, and I think that is a nature of luxury. Their stores were closed for a good period of time. They had small windows, and there was a backlog or no production being done for a lot of these brands, which meant that the scarcity of materials and the scarcity of bags as well meant that pushed the prices up. And it also meant that the travel and the tourist market, those travellers that would notoriously go around and buy a lot of the luxury items in Europe as well, especially, that didn't happen because there were so many travel restrictions, so the spend didn't happen in that way. So now we're kind of paying the price for that hyperinflation, and it's time to just probably change the way we shop or the way we consider these brands now. If you are somebody who is looking to buy though, and is still determined to get that bag, probably now is probably the best time to get it, because prices are just going to continue to go up. I think the cost of materials will take time to recover. I think the whole COVID effect will take time to recover, and I think that there is still that kind of scarcity around a lot of the different items within the brands as well, so that will also drive costs up. I don't think it's completely to do with COVID. I think there is a element of the luxury market and some brands wanting to seem that more exclusive than they have been in the past. There's also the case of replicas too, which also drive the market up. So it's never great to buy replicas because eventually it does drive the market up. And like I've said before, there's always a victim behind replica items. Now, there are still quite a few fashion influencers, and I will leave their links below, that have codes for now up to 15% off some great brands like Givenchy and just the brands that you find on places like Farfetch, those sort of price points. You can still get discounts codes for those as well, but I think it won't be long until some of those brands as well will then start pulling out of those coupon codes just to recoup what they've lost over the last few years, which is going to make it tougher again for the shopper who does enjoy luxury shopping. I think it's time to start think wisely about how you spend your money each month now, and how you budget for luxury and what you want to spend on those brands, because I think it gets to a point where the cost of the item kind of outweighs probably the joy you're going to have using it, because you don't want to buy anything that's going to sacrifice a standard of living which is more overall than just one item. It's not a good way to live, and it's not a you won't enjoy your item as much if it's come at a massive sacrifice for something else that actually would probably serve you better. So I do think that there's just a new way of looking at the luxury market. Will I stop buying luxury or talking about luxury here? No, I don't think so, but I am going to be a lot more careful about the items that I think I want to get, and a bit more discerning about what I recommend. I do think there is some sensitivity around how we talk and how we interact around the luxury market online. There is always going to be a market of people that can afford to spend these. So giving out information on what's new and what's up and coming and the different designs should always happen. I don't think influencers or people should feel bad about that spend as well. And you never know what's going on behind closed doors. You don't know whether the individual does so much behind closed doors for non-profit that actually it's difficult to judge on camera what people's lives are really like. So I don't think that influencers who share luxury content should feel bad or feel censored in that way. It's just, it is a sensitive time at the moment, I think, when it comes to spend and the way people live right now, because it is tough for so many. So I think it's just bearing that all in mind when we're looking at the luxury market. It's not the most important thing in the world. It's not saving lives. It is a luxury. So I think it's important to see it as that way. And if you're not shopping in that place at the moment, if actually you're taking a step back because affordability of those items is just too much right now, then use that content as inspiration. I personally like to look at that content because sometimes I think the colours or the combination or the way I can do something with my wardrobe at the moment, or I might see something at a lesser price point which is inspired by another item. All that stuff is just, for me, I take it on face value. It's not necessarily that I'm going to go out and buy the latest Fendi or whatever. I use it as inspiration to think, this is how I can use colour or shapes or in my wardrobe currently, or this is another brand that does something similar, I could go and look there or something like that. So I think the luxury market is a bit of a tough one at the moment. It'd be interesting to see where it goes and whether it peaks and whether these tactical price rises, because we've had so many, especially by Chanel, actually pay off for the brand, or whether it does in the end start to make their consumers angry. Because there's one thing that Chanel doesn't have, and it's the quality for the price. So unless they're going to go back to their gold plating that they had in the 90s and 80s, and the stitching not frayed and everything being neater, I don't know how some of these brands are going to get away with such price hikes, because eventually consumers will walk with their feet because the quality won't be there. It'd be an interesting one to follow either way. I hope you've enjoyed this quick video, and please do give me your thoughts on the luxury market below. Is it still a place that you're going to shop? Are you still going to enjoy that content? Or are you just a bit tired of it now and you're looking for other content, more variety, that kind of thing? Let me know below. I will still be doing luxury content here, but I'll also still be doing affordable and budget things to you here, because I just love it all. And I will see you in the next one. Oh, I'm almost nearly at 100 subscribers. There will be another giveaway when I reach 100 subscribers. So I'm so close, and thank you so much for your support, those people who watch and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Take care.